Welcome to this week's live episode of Bonkers.ie TV, where we're all about smarter money and keeping you updated on everything that's happening in the world of personal finance and consumer affairs. I'm Daragh.
And I'm Robin.
And this week we're going to talk to you about one of our favourite concepts, which is spending money in order to save money. So it may seem like an unusual concept, but we've come up with a list of our favourite gadgets and things that can save you money in the medium to long run by shelling out a bit in advance. And dare I say it, maybe one or two of the items might even make a good Christmas present. So Robin, let's start off with probably one of the more common ones, but it's still something that can save people a lot of money, which is reusable coffee cups and obviously a coffee machine.
So again, yeah, this might sound like a total no-brainer, and I'm sure a lot of people have already thought of this one, but every day, if you're the type of person who needs your cup of joe to wake up in the morning and you stop off at an Insomnia or a Starbucks on your way to work, all those little tap and goes, of course, add up to big bucks over the course of a year. So why not spend a bit of money on a decent coffee machine and a reusable cup, which of course will help save the environment as well, because you won't be throwing out a different coffee cup every day. So that's one of our favorites for sure. It's going to save you hundreds over the course
Absolutely.
of the year.
And think about coffee costs like what, €3-4
Yeah.
maybe a day, so it's an expensive habit. So definitely a good purchase to make to save you money in the long run. So the next one is probably one of my favorite ones, which is a Chromecast.
Yeah.
So just explain what a Chromecast is and how it can save people money.
So Chromecast is a smart streaming device. It's a small little thing that's made by Google, and you can pick them up in like any electronics store. It costs about 40 quid, and you plug it into the back of your TV, and what it does is it gives you the ability to mirror whatever's on your phone or your laptop or your tablet screen and beam it right onto your TV, turning your normal TV into a smart TV. So you don't need to go out and shell out on a fancy new smart TV if you want to be able to watch Netflix on your telly, for instance. So you can watch basically anything you want. You can stream over or put up Netflix, the RT player, all four, Spotify, whatever you want, and it means that you're going to save money, particularly if you're somebody who does a lot of your TV watching online anyway. You could definitely look into the possibility of cancelling a traditional TV service, which of course any sort of decent TV package runs up into hundreds over the course of a year. So
Definitely save money. And how much would a Chromecast cost?
yeah, it's only about 40 quid.
Oh wow, okay,
Yeah,
that's
so they're
nothing.
really
So that's like probably the price of 1 month's TV subscription. Okay, so wow, that's a really, really good one. And I think as well, a lot of people sometimes like just the comfort of sitting down in front of a TV and just kind of the familiarity of it. So yeah, so this definitely seems like a good idea.
And they're portable as well, which is great. Like you can bring them, if you're going to somebody's house, if you're going on holiday and there's a TV there, you can bring it with you. So it's
okay, great.
Yeah.
And another one is an eco shower head. So what do we mean by an eco shower head, and why can that save us money?
So an eco shower head, I think, would immediately set alarm bells off in people's heads going, oh, are you telling me to replace my shower head with some terrible drippy thing that I'm going to be standing under a tiny little thing and have no pressure in my shower whatsoever? But no, eco shower heads have come a long way, and the way they work now is so they mix the water before it comes out of your shower head with air, but while maintaining the pressure that you're used to. So it uses a lot less water. Some manufacturers claim to use up to 70% less water. I think that's a kind of an overestimate. A more conservative estimate would probably be about 40%.
Okay.
But if you think about that, if you're in a household where you have a lot of people who need to take hot showers in the morning, and having to pay to heat that water is going to cost a lot of money over time. So, or if you're just the kind of person who wants to have a nice long shower, you don't have to feel guilty if you have
Because I suppose at the moment water in Ireland is, well, technically free, but that mightn't always be the case. But like you said, the key thing is that you're actually saving money on the electricity.
Yeah, or the gas, whichever heats your water.
For sure.
Yeah.
Because the electric shower is probably one of the biggest consumers or the biggest uses of electricity. So less hot water to heat up means lower energy bills.
Yep.
And obviously, like you said, good for the environment as well.
And they're very cheap and easy to find online if you're looking to buy one.
And how much around would one of these cost?
40-50 euro.
Okay. So pretty cheap, not too bad. And then the next one is a slow cooker. So I know you're a fan of these in particular.
Slow cooker is basically the lazy cook's best friend, or even just the person who can't cook at all.
Okay.
Like, everybody can cook a meal with a slow cooker, and not just like any kind of meal, a nice, nutritious, tasty meal. So a slow cooker, the way they work is, so it's a home appliance that you plug into wherever. You cut up your veg, your meat, whatever kind of, like, they're primarily used to make stews, but there's lots of different recipes you can do, but I'll use that as the example. So you cut up all these things, get some stock, throw it into the pot, and then you leave it to cook for 4 to 8 hours. Now that might sound like a really, really long time, but the reason why you do that is because it cooks everything on a low heat over a long time. So you get really lovely tender meat, very tasty stews that come out of it. And it means that you can literally throw everything in and just go. Like, you don't have to sit there waiting with one pan and then the other and then opening the oven and doing this and all the rest of it. So put it on like last thing at night before you go to sleep, or put it on first thing in the morning before you go to work. Leave it to do its magic overnight or during the day, and then you turn it off and you come back to a delicious, like, nutritious meal. You can, like, they're really good for stuff that are like cheap, like a whole load of vegetables, really cheap vegetables.
And I'd say they probably are quite good as well. They're quite energy efficient devices as well.
Yeah, very
as
energy
slow.
efficient. Like, people think, oh, but I have to leave it on all day, but you don't need to worry because it uses very little energy because it's very low over a long time. The types of appliances that use the most energy are ones that do high heat on a short sort of cycle. So things like your kettle actually uses a lot of electricity.
The shower head, the electric shower.
Hair dryer, things like that. So with the slow cooker, like, don't worry about it, turn it on.
And how much around is the slow cooker again?
Again, very, very cheap. If you're looking for a small slow cooker, which would cook enough for, I'd say, 2 to 3 people, and that's like a conservative estimate. Like, if you want to, you can make a big thing. It's only about 30 quid. So,
so again, quite cheap.
They come in different sizes, so you could buy a small, a big one, whatever size family you have, and like but a small one, it's only 30 quid.
Great. And the next one is LED light bulbs. So I think a lot of people again will be familiar with the concept of this.
Yeah, so I think pretty much everyone knows at this stage that LED light bulbs use way less electricity than your standard normal incandescent bulb that we're all used to. But people are kind of turned off buying them because they're quite expensive compared to the normal bulbs. But if you think about the long-term sort of investment that you're going to get out of it, it makes, like, it's a no-brainer. So for instance, your standard LED bulb will last about 25 years.
Wow, 25 years?
Yes. God. So it lasts a very long time. It costs about €6 to get one, so yeah, kind of expensive. But it'll save you, one bulb will save you about €5 to €6 in electricity over the course of a year. And if you're going to be replacing a whole bunch of bulbs, you're going to save lots of money. So
if you think maybe, like the average house might have, what, 8, 9 light bulbs. If you were to just replace one light bulb, you could be saving anywhere between 50 to €80 in electricity just over the course of a year. So again, yeah, good savings. And then smart plugs and power strips. So I'm not really familiar with the concept of these. What are they?
So a smart plug or a power strip, that's just, you know, where you have the block of 4 plugs and one thing, like an extension thing, and you plug them into your standard sockets around whatever room you want to use, and then you can plug in any appliance that you want to turn into a smart device, essentially. So it means that you can control all of these plugs separately via an app on your phone, or indeed if you have something like an Alexa or a Google Home Mini or something like that, you can use your voice. So for example, let's say you plug in a few different lights that you have in your room. You can voice control your lights to turn on or off if you have an Alexa, or you can do it with your phone. So say you're out, somebody's left all the lights on in the house, you can turn them all off, or you can walk into the room, say, you know, Alexa, turn on my lights, they turn on. And you can do it with all types of things. That's just one example. So like, even if we take some of the things that we already talked about on the list, with the slow cooker, you could control when that goes on and off from wherever you are in the world, as long as you have your phone. The same with your coffee machine, like set it to make you a cup of coffee and you come downstairs and it's ready to go. And you go
nice.
Yeah.
And then finally we have kind of in a similar concept, a smart thermostat. So again, very popular. A lot of the energy suppliers are offering them. I know SSE, we were talking about last week or the week before, have some energy deals where they're offering these. So what exactly are they again, and how could they save people money?
So smart thermostats are becoming very popular these days. They are quite expensive to buy if you're going to get one by itself. They're about €400 for the actual device and to install it. But as you were saying, a lot of the energy companies will actually offer you them at a discounted price or for free if you sign up with certain plans. But what they do is they allow you to control your heating, your home's heating from anywhere in the world, again via an app, which can help you save money in lots of different ways. Like, again, never heat an empty house if you know everybody's going to be out for the day, and your traditional timer switch would have set it to heat the house. And with this, you can go, okay, I know everyone's out today, turn off the heating, I don't need it on. Or similarly, you're coming home and say you're cycling home and it's raining and you're all wet and you go, oh, I'm coming home to a cold house. Click on the heating so it's nice and warm when you get home. And you can save money that way because you have a lot more control around how you.
And there's a few of them. So what are the kind of the big brands? There's this Climote, the Nest. I mean, are they all quite similar? Or?
They're all quite similar. Some of them offer like slightly different features, but I think you're going to get the main benefit with any of them. So I would say we have a guide on our blog which compares the Netatmo, the Climate, Nest and the Hive.
Okay.
So you can see all the different features of those over on our blog. And then we also give details of which energy companies are giving those away for free as well if you sign up with them. So
okay, great.
Check that out.
Okay, some lots of interesting ideas there. And so there were our 7 top gadgets to buy to help save you money in the long run. We hope you find them interesting. If you want any more information, you can head over to our blog where we have a blog post on this and of course a range of other material. Thanks for watching. We'll be back again at this time next week. And if you have any more questions or comments or want any more information, just head over to our blog or find us on social media. Thanks for watching.